Hey, this is Stuart Ross, and thanks for coming through to check out this video where I'm going to be talking to you about gaining a ton of free time in your life. Now, before we get started, what I will say is I am shooting this from my garden in Farnham, Surrey in the UK, so that does mean there may be a bit of background noise, birds tweeting and everything else, but I thought with the sun being out and especially the last few days being so nice, it's really about time that I started to get my act together and start shooting a lot more videos. So you're going to see a lot more coming from me over the coming months. But this particular video is really just to focus on helping you understand the principles behind gaining a lot more free time in your life. Now, one of the things that I always find whenever I'm speaking at events or on stage, or even when I meet up with friends and family, the thing that people are most motivated by when they hear my story is the freedom that I have from a time point of view, far more than the financial freedom that I've been able to gain by starting an online business. So although the two kind of work hand in hand, financial and time freedom, I really just want to focus on the principles that will enable you to shift from maybe the way that you're living your life right now to moving forward to a life of an abundant amount of free time, which is something that I have to say is the thing I'm probably most grateful for since starting my internet businesses. Now, the first thing that you have to understand is that it's really important that you realise that if you're ever going to have a lot of free time in your life without waiting till you retire, which for me is just stupid. You know, why wait to retire before you can take lots of holidays and you know, enjoy time with your family and maybe, I don't know, surf and ski and surf and everything else that we all like to do. Why wait realistically till you're retired, till that you can do that maybe on a daily basis? I have a lot of hobbies. I'm literally down at the gym every day, whether it be tennis, squash, just generally keeping fit, or swimming, and it's something that I just feel that everybody should be able to do. But let's be honest, you know, few people this day and age have the flexibility or freedom in their lives, both financially and time-wise, to do those kind of things on a regular basis. You know, we all get the odd holiday here and there, but frankly, that's not enough. So the first thing, in order to, you know, get yourself into a situation where you have a lot more freedom time-wise in your life, you have to understand that you're never going to do that realistically whilst you're trading time for money, or in other words, trading your life for money, which is what I believe everybody does in a job. And it doesn't matter whether you've got a low paying job, whether you're a teacher, work at a supermarket, maybe you're a dustbin man, maybe you're a nurse, or it could be that you're a doctor or a lawyer, a very high profile job. As long as you have to turn up, get up in the morning, alarm clock go off, get in the car, commute, whether that be by train, taxi, by driver, private driver, whether you drive yourself or whatever else it is, as long as you're doing that and you're having to trade your time for money, you're going to struggle to get a lot of time freedom in your life, let alone leverage the amount of money that you're going to be making, because it's not a very scalable model, you know, when you have to actually give your time for money. And it wasn't until I really started to realise that I had to detach my time and money that I started to improve my lifestyle. And that's the old saying, isn't it? Time is money. Well, frankly speaking, it doesn't have to be if you work smarter. Now, the biggest turning point for me was when I realised that for me to realistically, this day and age, start gaining a lot more freedom leveraging the internet, what I needed to do is sell products. So that's the first principle I want to talk to you about, is selling products. You see, when you have products to sell, it doesn't matter whether you're on holiday, whether you're on the golf course, spending time with your kids. If you've got products that are selling day in, day out, you're able to scale that, and you're able to make, in my opinion, have a much better lifestyle, rather than working, for example, on an hourly rate or a monthly rate or a weekly rate, or living paycheck to paycheck. You see, let's say, for example, right now you earn $5,000 a month in your job. Let's just say, for an example, just to make the point, let's say you're selling a product that pays you $1,000. Every time you sell a product, you earn $1,000. If you were to sell 5 products a month, regardless of how many hours you worked, you would be able to earn or bring in or generate $5,000 in income in that particular month if you sold just 5 products. So the great thing is that that's a very scalable model, because what if you could then learn how to sell 12 products a month, or 15 products a month, or 20 products a month. Now we're talking about maybe potentially $20,000 of income rather than the $5,000, just by scaling our businesses to where we're actually selling more products. Now, although that's the first principle, selling products has been around for a long time, and many people would never have thought about selling products because maybe they don't have their own products or have their own product ideas. And this is a couple of things that I just want to talk to you about before we go on to the next principle. You see, the internet has changed everything for really two major reasons. One which I'll go into more detail, but the first one is that it is far easier now than it ever has been for the average person to get started in business selling products, for the simple reason that you can sell other people's products as an affiliate. Now, I don't know about you, but I certainly had never heard of affiliate marketing 20 years ago. It certainly wasn't spoken to me about affiliate marketing when I was in school. And this whole idea of being able to sell other people's products and get a commission has completely revolutionized the way that we can actually make money, because we don't have to think of smart ideas, we don't have to develop products, we don't need to fulfill, we don't need to do any postage and packaging, we don't need a garage full of stock, we don't need a brick and mortar business and high overheads. So it's only really been since online marketing and internet marketing has been in existence that we've been able to do it so easily. Now, the second thing that I want you to understand is that to make a lot of money selling products, majority of people assume that that means maybe sitting on the phone making hundreds of calls. Maybe they think that it means recruiting an army of sales staff. Maybe you think that it means that you need a brick and mortar business with windows displaying your stock where people can come in and be served by your staff. But that couldn't be further from the truth, because the second principle about gaining a ton of time in your life is about using tools and technology to actually sell your products on an automated basis. You see, my business is selling literally hundreds and hundreds of products every single week, both digital and physical, no matter what I'm doing, and without having a large team of staff. In fact, all of my team are remotely based, and I've only had to scale the numbers of staff members that I've had as my business has become far more profitable, that it's really very easy for me to justify taking on members of staff. Yet the problem is with traditional businesses, you either have to be there yourself, working, selling, doing the accounts and whatever else in your brick and mortar business, and then maybe if you grow steadily you can start to employ staff because you need physical bodies there. But I'm actually using technology such as autoresponders, email, and online marketing to sell my products for me. Much like you're watching this video right now, I can shoot a video, just as one example, that can do the speaking and telling and selling for me 24/7, 365 days a year. I could send this video out to one person, I could send it out to 1 million people. And the fact is that it's getting the same message to the same numbers of people. And that is far better, in my opinion, than having to recruit an army of salespeople, 50, 60 salespeople, to get on the phones to maybe speak to that same million people, which might take 2 or 3 years. So that's what you have to appreciate, is that leveraging technology to sell products really is the two key principles to gaining a ton of free time in your life. Now, the only thing that I really want to finish up on now is that most people have an excuse for not starting a business, and their excuse for not starting a business typically is that I don't know what I want to sell, and I don't have enough money, or I don't have the money to get started. And although that really isn't the topic of this video, it's really where I want to finish up with. You see, I have coached hundreds and hundreds of people all over the world, in fact in over 80 countries, how to start online businesses on what I would class as a shoestring budget. Now, one thing I will clearly say is to own and run a business, doesn't matter if it's online or offline, it's going to take time, it's going to take money to get started. But if you've ever been giving yourself the excuse because you don't have $50,000 or $100,000 or even $10,000 to start an offline business or a traditional business, you've got to get that clear out of your mind, that doesn't matter anymore. In fact, many of my students have started on just a few $100s and have been able to learn and develop skills with marketing, selling other people's products, where they've been able to generate a full-time income, enabling them to walk away from their jobs and scale their businesses even further as they gain more time to spend on the business. So the motivation that I have for helping people like you, if you're watching this right now, to gain more time is that I know what it's like. I'm not going to go into my story right now, but what I want to tell you is 5 years ago, right now, this time, I would have been sat on the phone, looking out the window, wishing that I could have been in the garden, wishing I could have been down the pub, wishing that I wasn't in a job that I had to work 70 hours a week. But I gave myself a kick up the arse. I started researching online and I realised that I needed to do something about my current situation. So the final message that I have for you right now is that if you are sat there right now, you have really a couple of options, maybe 3 options. Option 1 is change nothing, carry on doing what you're doing, and continue to have not enough free time in your life if that's the situation you're in. The second thing is that you could take action and you could start to leverage the internet, start selling products by getting educated in the online marketing world. If that is the case, we can help you. I am very proud to say that I'm the founder of one of the fastest growing online marketing training communities that exists on the internet today. It's called the 6 Figure Mentors, also known as the SFM. And right now we are taking applications for people to get our coaching. It's going to cost you $20, $20. Completely risk-free for you to complete that application. All you need to do is click the link below this video, or if you're watching it on YouTube, or if you're watching it on one of our partners' blogs, hopefully they'll provide you with the link below this video, and complete the application. It will take you about 2 or 3 minutes. It's going to cost you $20, but as a bonus just for completing that application, I'm going to give you access to $497 worth of training to help you start your new online business that's going to give you a ton more free time if you start to get to work. And that is one of the other secrets to success online. It's getting to work. It's actually doing the work. The brilliant thing is you can do it around the clock. You can do it around your job. You can do it without having to invest thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into a traditional business, recruiting staff, having to have offices and everything else. So really there is only one other thing that you can do. We've covered that you can do nothing and carry on the way you are. You can potentially apply for one of our applications and start getting to work. Or the third option is that you can try and work out how to do this yourself. Okay, so you can try and work it out all on your own. Now, I don't know about you, but I know whenever I've tried to work out how to do something on my own, it's taken me a lot longer than when I've had coaching and training and mentoring. And as a member of the SFM, or getting access to the SFM, you're going to become a part of one of the fastest growing communities in this industry, with like-minded people ready and willing to support you in your journey. So really, they're the 3 options for you. I'm hoping that you're going to see the light and you're going to get started and complete your application and come and meet all of us in our community. Over and out for now. I'm looking forward to enjoying the rest of the weather today. Take care, and I'll hopefully see you in a video very, very soon.